Hello, I am Sherry Tucker, owner and founder of Tucker Legal Services. Today, I want to talk about an important topic that is very relevant, especially with what is going on in our community. We are facing this health and financial crisis. So, the topic I want to talk about is something that is on my mind and a question that I am asking. Why is it that people don't have a will? Maybe you're sitting there watching this video and thinking, why do I need a will? What is a will? A will is a basic legal document that sets out how you want to give your property. It is a legal document that must meet certain state law requirements. So, this legal document is a basic life plan. It says, I own property and I want this person to have my property. Maybe you have just heirlooms or a baseball collection, card collection, or something that has meaning for you and another person. Well, if you don't have a will, state law governs who receives the property. If you have a will, you name the person to receive the property. If you have a will, it gets filed with probate court. Takes very little time to go through the process. You name a person you trust to distribute the property to the people you name. Well, if you don't have a will, the court will appoint a personal representative and a bond is filed, and then perhaps there needs to be what's called a determination of heirs. So all your family relationships are set out, and then the court looks at the family relationships and decides how the property will be distributed. So when I think about this basic life plan and everything that's going on in our community right now, I think, what is it that keeps people from having a will? Maybe you're sitting there not realizing that it's important that you say who gets what. Maybe you've taken it for granted that somebody you love knows how to give your property away. Maybe you're sitting there not wanting to think about the inevitable end of life situation. That's difficult. That's a difficult topic to consider, especially right now with everything going on. We take for granted sometimes our daily life, and right now our life as we know it is being challenged, and we are in a different time. Maybe you think, I don't have the money to hire an attorney to do a will. I'll just write it out myself. A will must meet certain state requirements to be considered your legal last will and testament. So if you don't meet those requirements, then the will is not recognized, and we're back in court going through what's called the intestate laws of heirship, determining who gets your property. Okay. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, I'll just go and do it myself with one of those legal documents that's really, really cheap. And I'll download it and fill it in. Just fill in the blank. I mean, after all, isn't a will just a form? Well, the problem with the do it yourself is you may be reading it going, I think I know what that means. Well, does it mean this or does it mean that? If you sign something that you don't fully understand, how do you know that what you want to happen is going to happen? Okay? So, this basic life plan, and I call it a life plan because, first of all, it's changeable. But let's say this basic life plan, this last will and testament, hire an attorney who will sit down with you, who will go over what you want in the will, who will explain to you what the law is, who will explain if you want to disinherit a particular person, what needs to be in the will to disinherit a person. If you want your favorite cousin Susie to get grandmother's diamond ring, or your favorite nephew Joe to get the baseball card collection, you can set it out. You can have specific distributions, okay? It's difficult if you're thinking about a will as a preparation for death. Let me suggest instead that you think about a will as your basic life plan for the property that you own. All right? The other thing is, if you're a parent, you have children, and you don't have a will, where is the guardianship plan for if something happens to you? If you were in the hospital today and you're put on a ventilator with this COVID-19, who is going to take care of your children? Who do you have that will take care of your children? Whether it's an emergency plan or you're in the hospital facing a health crisis that you may not pull through, do you have a plan in place? And so I am reaching out to you today, asking you to consider putting a basic life plan in place for how you want your property to be distributed. Who do you want to name as a guardian for your children? A last will and testament is only set in stone at time of death. You can go in, work with an attorney to write a legal document that will be held up in court that will follow your wishes. You can also go back and amend and revoke that will and change it sometime in life. What matters is that you put something in place. You deserve the opportunity to sit down with an attorney and make your wishes known in a legal document that is recognized by state law. You deserve to have an attorney explain to you the terminology and the language in your will so that you understand what you are signing. So, with everything going on in our community today, think of the reasons why you don't have a will. And then think of this reason why you need a will. It is your life plan setting out how you want your property to go to someone you love and care about. It is a life plan that prepares for the unexpected guardianship issue that you may need for your children. So please think about the reason why you need it to offset the reason why you don't have one today. Don't let obstacles keep you from an attorney to put your basic life plan in place. Sherry Tucker with Tucker Legal Services. Stay well, stay healthy, be proactive, be prepared, have peace of mind. Put that will in place.